Alright, let's try this again. So I'm a gun owner. I own an AR-15, 2 shotguns, a 22, Glock 17 with a TLR. Now I'm hitting construction. With a TLR6 on it. I took it off for now though. I just use it with a Black Hawk Sherpa holster. The TLR6, it wastes batteries. It's light and a laser. It wastes batteries and it's more weight. I like that holster I got, and I don't want it to be damaged, so Sherpa it is. I'm a gun owner. You know, I don't get into this Black Lives Matter stuff. I tell people that those signs don't stop bullets. They don't. There's an episode of Majority Report. Well, it's a book. They're talking about a book. It's called the Jakarta Method. And it's just that the US CIA organized a coup. And they had, you know, the Communist Party down there was very popular, gaining power. And the CIA trained the military. The military engaged in ethnic cleansing of their own people. And people tried to flee. And the US government created something called, what was that shit called? Basically, you flee across the border, Operation Condor. Yeah, Chile and all that. And it was just, they were murdering people. Straight up murdering people. Anyway, people believe that when that happened, that radicalized the rest of the left, because if they can kill off that many people who are just peaceful protesters, peaceful people who believe in a better world, a more secure world, then they can do it to me. So I'm a gun owner. You know, to me, if you're a leftist, or you're a progressive or whatever, and you're in this world right now, the American society, and you say that, hey, I don't believe in guns. To me, just being on the road, being around these rednecks, to me, you are effectively giving up monopoly of violence to the reactionary bigots that we see every day. I refuse to do that. Like, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like, I refuse to do that. Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe that sounds crazy. That's fine. But to me, no. I had a relationship, and the person when I was with thought it was crazy that I had an AR-15 and had I think I had a box or 2 to 3. It wasn't a lot of ammunition, and I was like, this isn't a lot of ammo. And you know, I know other people that have way more ammo than I do. I mean, it's not a lot of ammo, and now the ammo's gone up and stuff. So, look, I get the left. I understand this wish to be the left. Liberals want everybody to like live together in peace and stuff. And I just realized being around truckers and stuff, like, these guys want violence. And if they want violence, there's gonna be violence. You can pray and do all that and vote, but I'm not giving up monopoly of violence. Like, I was in a truck stop after San Bernardino. I was in Rawlins, Wyoming. This cracker walks up in there and he says, I just got back from California. It's a complete victim zone out there. I'll never forget that. These crackers, they don't have a problem with political violence. And that's why I'm going on to my next point. We're already in a civil war. It's like, it's not coming. We're already there, you know? When you have a president that justifies the kidnapping and the murder of an elected state governor, guys, that's civil war. I shouldn't have to explain this, but like, that's like me saying I'm gonna kill my neighbor. Like, that means they need to get me first. That don't mean, oh, let me go pray for him. No, you better get me first. Shit, you better get me when you see me. I don't understand. Well, also there's this thing. This is my problem with liberals. Like, home, Democratic Party and all that, it's like this, they want to dumb down politics and like slow things down and everything. Like, I'm a socialist. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in half-court measures with my enemy, with people who hate you. Like, that only benefits them. Yeah, like an example. I used to know a guy, his name was Clay. He's friends with SRD. And people would not talk to me. I was on the CB radio when I would, call out. He told me, why don't I talk with like a country accent? Guys, why would I change my voice for a bunch of redneck truckers? That's fucking stupid. And I realized that now, then I was kind of like, wait a minute. No, dude. That's fucking, that you're basically, like, that's giving them power. Dude, if you don't like me for who I am, you don't like me. Period. Like, there's nothing to talk about. Why am I going to sit here, oh, let me wear these clothes so they like me? Fuck them. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. You ain't moving me. You don't want to talk to me, that's fine. Look, man, if you're playing into their movement, you're trying to like slow things down and quiet things up, you're giving your enemy a victory. I'm beating around the Robin Hood's barn, but that's what I'm saying. I just think that the conspiracy, the conspired kidnapping of the Michigan governor, Gretchen. I don't know anything about Gretchen Whitmer. Like, I don't know anything about her. I don't know anything, but she could be fucking evil. But can you imagine if Obama had said, liberate Texas? Can you imagine? These crackers would have started civil war immediately. Can you imagine if Obama said Hurricane Sandy came, well, I'm not going to work with Chris Christie? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine if Obama had a Chinese bank account? Can you imagine? These crackers would have lit him up, dude. Like, I just realized with Trump that America is a racist country. They talk about Obama being president, that means America isn't racist. Trump gets every pass. Every fucking, like, I did a video early this morning talking about the guy from 700 Club, Pat Robertson, saying vote for Trump, there'll be civil war, there's going to be civil disruption. So you're basically saying that you want to vote for Trump to start a civil war and to create this. Like, that's sickness, man. That's deep sickness right there to think like that. So, okay, what if your kids get hurt or killed in what you're talking about? What then? I mean, can you imagine Obama? I remember when Texas said they wanted to get rid of the TSA. Obama was like, we're going to ring the state with F-16s. Can you imagine if Obama had said, liberate Texas? I mean, that's a reckless statement to be made. First of all, when Trump said that on Twitter, I remember saying out loud, people, that was reckless. And now Trump's talking about how the Obama had the SEALs that killed Bin Laden killed. Maybe Bin Laden wasn't killed. I mean, it's a sickness. Anybody that supports Trump at this point follows him. And look. I know a lot of these Trump supporters are really stupid. They support Trump on general principles. They like the fact that Trump riles up so much heat and so much hell. They like that. It's not about what Trump is doing right now or the bills he's passing. It's simply about the fact that he alienates so many people. But the thing is, look at all these young people that hate Trump. Look at these young Republicans. I think that with Trump, like, these rednecks, they expose themselves, as I said earlier this morning, they expose themselves like vampires. Now the whole world knows, hey, America's infested with monsters. Yeah. It's so deep in American culture that when you protest racism or you protest police brutality, people get offended as though you're protesting America, because in a way you are. Because in certain areas it's so endemic. It's so endemic. You know what I mean? That they're like, you hate America. You hate America. This is what we are, America. Like, that's, you know, I don't know. I just look, man. All I'm saying to you is, with Trump justifying this kidnapping of a governor, he endangered Gretchen Whitmer's life. She endangered her family. She could have been at a rally or something somewhere, and then rednecks could have busted up in and opened fire and killed 30 people. I mean, I shouldn't have to explain, whatever politics you are, I shouldn't have to explain the dangers of this, because it isn't just about her, it's about all the folks who work around. She probably got 100 people working directly for her and her family. Just like cooks and stuff, security. What about security? What about their families? And with conservatives in the past, I don't think the Republicans would have done this. Like, Republicans are supposed to be like, we support the law, and you know what I mean? Like, they're supposed to be there. I don't think you would have ever censored anybody else. Ever. Ever. What Trump is in essence saying is, political violence for our side is fine. But political violence on their side is horrible. Guys, if I have a protest and police come out there and get hurt, that's one thing. If a bunch of white boys conspire to kidnap and murder people, that's a totally different discussion. And you cannot compare the two. I'm not going to even entertain that conversation. What Trump did was dangerous. And Trump talking about using U.S. Marshals to assassinate political enemies, that's also dangerous. And it's a reckless thing. And I'm going to tell you something, it's going to get cops killed. Everybody out here who is a progressive is not some weak, limp-wristed liberal. I own guns, okay? I've got books by Dr. King, books by Cornel West. I am a socialist, but I also own guns. If you fuck with me, you're risking your life. There's a lot of people out here who think like me. And if you're going to send law enforcement out here to go after them because they go against Trump, you're going to get cops killed. Because you got a lot of folks out here who have nothing to lose. I'm telling you, I shouldn't have to explain this. And in a reasonable society, we wouldn't be having this discussion. But America is not reasonable, nor is it rational at this current point in time. Trump's past, his comments will cost lives. A lot of them. And he knows it. There's no excuse for going out and using your platform to legitimize political violence against political leaders or anybody else. Period. I will not accept that. And you shouldn't either. Thank you for listening.